Hello and welcome back to MrChief.com. I'm Honey Double, and today's episode we are going to be spending a ton of money. We currently have 27.1 million credits. A few days ago, I asked you guys what should we spend our money on. At the time, I had 15 million credits, but I currently have 27 million. They had a double credits event like a day ago, and I grinded pretty hard. I made about 12 million, obviously 12 plus 15. Where we got some money in the bank. Um, so I asked you guys, what should we spend it on? And you guys wanted to do the tow truck update, and I told you guys, I'm like, it's not the best use of our money, but I'll pay it. I'll pay it. Okay. So the thing about the tow truck update that I was skeptical about for the longest time is, well, it won't really recoup your money in the best way. The stations to build are $300,000 just to build. And then of course you have to get the vehicles inside of them. And then it wasn't just that was kind of like swaying me away. But if we look at the tow truck missions, once this loads, we're going to go to requirements. We're going to go to tow truck. Where's tow truck? Where is it? Where? Okay, we're going to go to mission type. We're going to go to tow truck. Here we go. Tow truck missions. Okay. So here's a look at the tow truck missions. You don't really have a lot of options per se. And if you look at the credits, the average credits per call is 700 credits. So yeah, you really don't get much out of it. So just for comparison and just to tell you guys about this credits, so it would take 428 calls of the 700 credits to recoup just the initial cost of the station. 428 tow truck calls to recoup the cost of this $300,000 tow truck station. Now that's kind of what swayed me off initially. The calls just don't pay squat, and the last thing I need is more buttons to press. Now what I mean by that is, if you guys have been playing Machine for a long time, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But when you get an EMS transport, it'll pop up in this little radio set saying, "Hey, we're done with the scene. We need to get transported to the hospital." So then you have to click that ambulance. Then you have to click the hospital that you have to send it to. And then, not just that, but you also have police. Police are like, "Well, we have this prisoner. Where should we transport him?" Well, like to the nearest jail if you would just do it automatically. But unfortunately, they don't. Yeah, they have the sheriff's unit who are supposed to transport automatically, but they really don't. It's a very broken system. So not only do I have to send the police, I have to click on the police car, and then I have to click to the nearest police department. So it's just a ton of clicking, and then just to top it off, I have Coast Guard, which if I send a boat to this boat lost mast, and let's say there was a injured person on the boat, I would have to click here. I have to send the boat, and then once the boat gets on scene, it says, "Hey, we have an injured person. We need a transport." But the only place they transport is to the nearest Coast Guard facility, which is in Sector Seattle. So the boat would have to go from here to there, to Sector Seattle, and then it creates this little pin called a prisoner transport. And then I have to send an ambulance to the pin here, pick up the patient, and then back in the radio screen I have to transport them to the ambulance. So it's a lot of clicking. And that's one thing I've been trying to get away from, is additional clicking when I don't have to click. Because my wrist hurts after that. After like 2 hours, like this last 24-hour event of double credits, I grinded so hard. My fingers were starting to cramp. But they didn't cramp too bad. I've had them cramp, and it was bad. Yeah, I play this game a little bit too much sometimes. Anyways, that's the main reason why I didn't want to go tow trucks. But the tribe has spoken. You guys want to do some tow trucks. Let's get it started. Now, I have heard some speculation that they are automatic. When they get on scene, they automatically transport the car. I don't know if that's true. I haven't really had good feedback on tow trucks, and I haven't really had good really anything on tow trucks. They said don't waste your money on it, but like I said, I'll drop some money on it for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's look up tow truck companies in Seattle, Washington. Okay, we have Seattle Towing, Guardian Towing, ABC Towing. Let's go with Seattle Towing. This one has the best reviews, sort of. Seattle Towing. Let's take a look here. Can we open up Satellite View? Why is it not opening up Satellite? Hello? There we go, Satellite. Seattle Towing. Let's take a look here. All right, so here's their impound lot. We can see Seattle Towing here at this location. This is, actually, this is their phone number. I thought that was the address. But we have Seattle Towing that apparently operates out of this little box here, which is interesting. But without further ado, we are going to build, this is their impound lot, so that's actually kind of one thing that's going to be helpful. And then, of course, we have their vehicles here with the tow trucks here, here, and I think they have a few lined up here as well. But the one thing you should see is they have a little blue stripe on the top of their hood. And if we look here on Google Earth View, you can see a bunch of their tow trucks here. You can see them here, here, of course back here too. So this is their impound lot. Like I said, without further ado, let's get this built for 300K. Now this is going to be expensive, so without further ado, let's get started. 3834 4th Avenue South, and it is between these two buildings here in the parking lot. So let's get this going. Like I said, we're only going to build about 2 of these because I really don't want to have to waste too much money. Not that I don't want to waste money on you guys, but yeah, I really don't want to waste the money. Okay, we are at 4th Avenue, which is here. We have this little roundabout thing here, a little roundabout here, and then this little road that goes up here. This might be easier if we go to Street View, but we're looking at these 2 buildings here. We have a building here, here, and here. This little angled building, this one should be easy to find. So you have an angled building here, we have our little oblong building here, then we have our square building here. So our angled building, square building, and little oblong one. So we're going to drop Seattle Towing right here in this general square. So we're going to go to build new building, we're going to go to tow truck station, and we're going to drop our pin right here. It's going to be called Seattle Towing. Seattle Towing. And since this really isn't a 911 agency, we're not going to be assigning this to a dispatch center, which by doing this could cause a lot of issues. So stay tuned for issues to potentially arise. Okay, let's build this for 300K. And here is a look at the station, the tow truck station. We are going to activate. Actually, let's just make sure we don't need training first. Okay, we're going to buy. Oh, these are expensive. Holy moly. We're going to activate this. We're going to go to vehicle market. We're going to go to flatbed carrier. We're actually going to purchase 2 of these for now. I really don't want to spend too much money on this station. I'm going to buy a flatbed carrier. We're going to buy 2 of them. Like I said, this station does have, you can for sure see 2 flatbeds here, possibly 3 flatbeds here. So we're going to purchase 2 flatbed carriers. We're going to see if we have a graphics pack for these. Nothing that's really close per se. Flatbed car. I was more looking for like a black tow truck, but I don't think I'm really gonna find this. So we're just gonna pick this one for now. Also, I made this texture pack, just saying. Okay, select graphics pack and tow truck. Okay, so Seattle Towing is operational. It will generate calls. We do need to change the crew here, so we're gonna go to edit. We're going to go to edit here. Maximum crew members is going to be 1. We're going to hit save. And then we're going to edit this one here as well. Edit. Maximum crew number is 2. And hit save. Now, this place also has a tow yard. So we are going to get this. And it will take 5 days to complete. But once that's complete, it'll give us a impound yard where we can go pick up cars and then bring them back here. Yeah, so here's the thing. Before we build our next station, I just want to go for one thing. If this tow station does not really, if it's a pain in the ass, I'm actually going to be deactivating it. Now, you can deactivate stations, you can turn them off and on. If this station requires a lot of clicking, I am going to be done with towing. Like, I thought it would be a cool implementation. It's not part of the 911 system per se, but yeah, 911 does use tow truck services for crashes and stuff like that, broken glass in the road, different stuff like that. But I will turn these off if it's just garbage, because I really don't like tow services. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Okay, We're going to build a second tow truck station here. Let's go to Guardian Towing, which is ranked number 2 on... Actually, it's 5 out of 5 stars. That must be nice. Okay. Guardian Towing is right here on the corner. We can see a little impound lot. And, of course, we can see their little tow trucks here. Tow truck was here. So this is Guardian Towing. And we should see a sign here somewhere for Guardian Towing. Guardian Towing, where are you at? Well, don't really see a sign here that says Guardian Towing, but Guardian Towing, oh, right here, okay. Guardian Towing, let's come in here and grab the address. 8914 4th Avenue South. Let's come in here and plop this in here. Let's go to paste and hit search. Okay, but which building was it? This is 8914. Can we see 8914? We have 8814, 8914 right here. Okay. Yeah, we can see the 1400 block, or the 1400 address, and then 8934 here. So we're going to drop our pin right here on this building. Build new building. We're going to go to tow truck station, and we're actually going to place it actually on the 1400 block, just because, well, it's not really in the building. They don't dispatch out of the building. They just respond out of their impound yard. So, Guardian Towing. Okay, we're going to build this for $300,000. We're going to have one tow truck here. We're going to go to vehicle market. We're going to go for a flatbed carrier. That's only because we saw a flatbed carrier here, and I think there's one right here too. This looks like a flatbed. You can see the deck right here, and of course the cab right here. So we're going to purchase one flatbed carrier here. We're going to I forgot to rename these. Let's go to Guardian. Oh, can't spell Guardian Towing. Let's go to graphics pack and graphics pack that. Okay. So with Guardian Towing operational, let's mark this one in service. We're going to go to storage. We're going to get a impound yard for $25K. And like I said, these are going to take 5 days to complete, 5 real life days to complete our internal storage room. And these can hold theoretically 40 cars, I'm thinking this is. Initial storage capacity of 40 cars, I think. So yeah, we have Guardian Towing and Seattle Towing. Now, like I said, if these turn into pain in the asses, I will not be using them. We currently just dropped a lot of money on these stations. Let's go to summary. Let's go to overview. My bad. We dropped $750,000 on all these tow trucks, and let's just go to possible missions real quick here. I'm gonna go to mission type. We're gonna go to tow truck missions. And here we go. So average credits is about 700 to 1,200. So let's say we're making, on a good day, 900 credits. So like I said, this cost me, this tow truck setup, there's just those 2 stations and the storage room cost me 750,000. So we're going to take 750,000 divided by 900 credits. It would take 833 transports, or just like completion of a mission to recoup my money. Just to recoup it, not be in the positive. But it would not even account for the amount of clicking that I would have to do. So that's one thing that is still up in the air, whether I use tow truckers or not. But in 5 days, I'll give you guys an update on how tow truck is going for me, or how towing will be going for me. I'm not optimistic on it, but I hope it goes well. And if it does go well, I'll let you guys know. And if it doesn't go well, I'll also let you know. So stay tuned for that video. And unfortunately, I can't get you guys answers right now just because I don't have any tow truck calls generating at the moment, because I'm actually maxed at 331 calls. Okay. Hope that guys has answered your guys' thing. I know you guys requested this video, and I've been pondering tow trucks for a long time. And I've been curious to see how they operate, but you guys will kind of follow along with me. The one thing I was disappointed with this update is they said they were going to release 6 tow trucks. But the thing about the 6 tow trucks is, if we go into the Seattle towing yard, there's 2 variants. There's a wrecker and there's a flatbed carrier. Well, guess what? In the police department, there's also, hold on, get ready for this. Let's go to tow trucks. There's a police wrecker, and I think there was a flatbed carrier in here too. But the 6 vehicles they released were really just 2 vehicles, divided by the private tow truck company, the fire department, and the police department. You're like, well, the fire department doesn't really run tow trucks. You're right, they don't. But if you look under tow trucks, there's also a fire wrecker. Now, there is some fire departments who actually have large tow trucks that are used for like heavy rescues, for like lifting debris off buildings or crushed bridges and stuff like that. So a prime example of that would be like LAFD, Los Angeles Fire Department. They have large tow trucks that can move stuff if needed. There's also Miami-Dade, which has some, and to my knowledge, those are the only ones that actually have fire tow trucks per se. But they really don't use them for tow truck reasons. They don't actually have impound yards, to my knowledge. And then the other one, if you're talking about police departments having tow trucks, that is in some areas, like NYPD does have a tow truck, a large fleet of tow trucks. So NYPD does have police. So I mean, it does make sense to some extent, but I wouldn't typically run a tow truck out of a police precinct. But yeah, that is the update on tow trucks. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, comment, or if you guys have any knowledge about tow trucks before I start generating calls, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, we do have 26.4 million credits. I'm not going to spend them on this video just because this one's primarily going to be about tow trucks, which you guys asked for. So I'll end the video here. Like I said, just leave a comment down below if you guys have any information on tow trucks, because I would be greatly appreciated, so I know what I'm getting into. And if you guys can let me know in the 24 hours, like if you guys say absolutely, guys, just do not do tow trucks, please do not do tow trucks, I will refund this station, and I'll get some of my money back. I'll probably lose out on a few $100,000. The station's cost me $750,000 to make, and I'll get $310 back on this one, and probably $300,000 on the other. So if you guys can let me know in 24 hours, I might refund the stations if towing sucks. So I'm going to say that one more time. If towing sucks, let me know in the comments so I can refund it in 24 hours. Please let me know. Okay. All right, so that was towing. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.